Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Our I can statement of the day is I can name the physical properties of a sedimentary rock. Sedimentary rocks are formed with other pieces of older rocks and organic matter like bones and shells. The older rocks layer on top of each other, but unlike metamorphic, sedimentary rocks do not change the actual type of rock they are, they just layer on top of each other. They look like this. You can see the layers of the different types of rock within them. Sedimentary rocks are formed from particles of sand, shells, pebbles, and other fragments of material. Together, all these particles are called sediments. When we think of the big canyons, like the Grand Canyon, stuff like that, mostly what you see when you're at those places are sedimentary rocks because you can see the layers. Sedimentary rocks can be identified by the amount of weathering and by the arrangement of their sediments. Some examples are conglomerate rocks, sandstone, shale, mudstone. So these are some examples. So breccia is the least weathered sedimentary rock with angular pieces of rock cemented together is called breccia. You can see that over here in the bottom. Then we have conglomerate. If the sediments are the size of round pebbles and the rocks is called conglomerate. So this is when it looks like a whole bunch of rocks are stuck together by some sort of like cement, but this actually happens naturally and it is a sedimentary rock. Sandstone is when fine-grained sand particles make up sandstones, which often appear in colored bands. So that idea of what you often see like at the Grand Canyon is the colored bands, which that would be sandstone. Mudstone and shale. Mudstone has tiny sediments, while shale represents finely compacted silt sediments hardened into layers at the bottoms of lakes or oceans. These types of sedimentary rocks are formed from the physical process that weathered and cemented the particles together. And we've talked about silt sediments before on the bottoms of lakes and oceans when we talked about weathering and the movement of water and how that can create the decomposition of rocks. And when you decompose bigger rocks and put them together, you can get these types of mudstone and shale sedimentary rocks. That's all for today.